It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. Welcome to today's, I didn't even look at those yet, Tori, that you sent over. Offers are free deal review for now. But we're here to evaluate your properties, trying to solve the problem of deal unsureness. Whether you have a deal or not, what to offer. We're coming. Had Flipper North 308 last night. You can go back and check that out if you want to. I think it was some good stuff there. I think the title was Switch to Commercial Real Estate, Make 10 times more profit. Let's partner too. But today we're here to evaluate some deals. Your name of the game. I'm going to use a couple of tools here to accomplish that. And damn, I should have kept that address. Let's do this. Hold on, let me keep this address here real quick. Holly Springs, 80 units. Holly Springs. All right, we'll keep that good. Boom. All right, we're going to use a few tools here to assist in what we got going on. Got my man here, Torian, helping us. What's going on, man?
What's up with you?
Yes, sir. And what happened? No, something going on with Zumps. Pull up Zump, see how it looks on your end.
Okay. All right.
Looks weird on my
all in it or just going to Zumps.com?
Yeah, no, just going to the website.
It's coming up for me.
Looks weird. Looks weird on mine. I'll show you in a second.
Add the Chrome. Add it. Yeah, add it install.
Yeah. Let me show you what I'm seeing here. So mine is looking like this. That's what yours looking?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's supposed to look different.
Yeah, it don't look like that. No.
It look like if it was a template or something, it looked like somebody took the template out.
Oh yeah, it don't supposed to look like that. I got to get
because the logo at the top is not loading.
Yeah, this is totally messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even close. But anyway, so well, I guess it still can be used. But anyway, but yeah, that's not the way it's supposed to look.
Okay.
All right, so make sure, guys, you get in here to start to post your questions, your properties you want evaluated. You could do this for us if you can share this with one person, right? To make our day. That one person shares with one. That one, boom, before you know it, we got 2 million people viewing.
Come on, man. That's the plan.
Yeah. So anyway, it's cool. Whoever's here is here, but we would appreciate you that you share and subscribe to the channel, like it also. But anyway, so what we got?
Okay, so looks like the first person is asking you, Guy Alfred Says, Guy is here and wondering if you looked at the properties I sent you.
If I hadn't replied to the email yet, I'm assuming you emailed me. Then no, not yet.
Okay. And I hope I'm pronouncing this correct. It's Kezia King, and saying that it's 10 plus acres, asking 89K. It's a new development, and then they provide an address. This is land. What does it say? North State Highway 110, Rusk, Texas.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough.
Oh, we need the
yeah
parcel.
Yeah, we need the parcel number.
Parcel. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, Kezia, if you could provide us like an address, then we can look it up. Got a person that's asking a question to Rachel. How can you provide the form? Hey, can you provide the formula to determine ARV for multiple family homes?
It's not done the same way that houses are. It's going to be income driven. You're going to take the gross income that is producing. Normally, it's going to come from the rental side of it, of course. It may have some other income, but just keeping it clean. The income minus the expenses. That's going to give you your net operating income, or we call it NOI. Once you have that number, now what's considered full price as far as a capitalization rate in that area, right? Or cap rate, is it called? Is it 8%? Is it 7? Is it 6? Is it 5? All right, and so we'll just assume that it's 8%. If it's 8%, then for you to make money, your deal needs to be negotiated at 9, 10, 11%, because you'll try to wholesale it back closer to the 8 or maybe 9, something lower than that. I know it sounds complicated, but that's a whole nother ball game there. It's we would take too much time to explain that on here, but it's not done how. Now, some people would do it based on if there's enough activity in the area on what similar properties are selling for per door. Like if you got 10 units, if they're selling for $40,000 a unit, that's $400,000. Then you would make your comparison that way. Some people do it that way also. I think I have a video though, an older video that I break that down. If you go to YouTube and do flip man and apartments, multifamily, you may pull up something.
Yeah, that was still waiting on Kezia.
What was that for?
The address for that land.
Oh yeah, we got anybody else?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. So what's something I wanted to say?
I think they're warming up.
Yeah. Let me do this while we're waiting here.
Okay.
Let me just screenshot this. But last night we did a training on how to build your self-storage list and a hotel to motels list also. And if you text the word lingo, which is scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now, that'll take you over to Storage Snowball, and the video there will explain how to use that list builder. You can basically build. I think the example I gave, it was South Carolina. It was possible 1,240 potential results. And that was going to cost $7.44. So it's very inexpensive. You can literally do the entire country for $366, right? If you want to build a list of self-storage facilities for the entire country for $306. So doing a state is going to be pennies or whatever. So it ain't free compared to the way we had Zomps and Google Maps, but that's just free. To me, that's free, especially the type of money potential that that you could possibly make when you start talking about under $10 to be able to pull all of that information for one state. That could be some very inexpensive, life-changing data that you could build. But I explained it in the actual video on how to do that from last night. But also I have another version of it there on Storage Snowball if you go there. But text the word lingo and it'll send you the link over there and for that training and access to that list builder, along with the script and lingo on how to talk with self-storage owners. You can also access that through the Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man, also as an option. So I'm just, but yeah. So just wanted to make sure that you knew how to access that from last night, because a lot of people were trying, because the older video of that demo from Zomps is still up, and so this is the replacement, because we can't use Google Maps and Zomps together anymore. So that's all I have to say about that. So still don't have anything, nobody?
Well, Kezia did post a nearby address to the property she's looking at. I mean, the land she's looking at.
Okay. All right. So let me share my screen then. When I'm sharing the screen with that other banner, we can't put it because it may block some of the screen.
Okay.
All right. Well, what's the I guess what state is it?
This is Rusk, R-U-S-K, Texas.
Okay. What's the nearby address?
1955 North State Highway 110.
That's the way you spell it.
Yes.
Rusk.
R-U-S-K. Yes.
Yeah. 1955 North State Highway 110.
North State.
Let me Google that. That's 379 units. Doesn't like that address. Let's do this. Come from a pole. We didn't have much, but love. See what this is here. Ain't got to me. All right, so where is it? If she could help us out, where is it?
Says 10 plus acres, new development. Let's see here, 10 plus acres.
That's 64. That's 8. That's 20. She'd have to help us figure out where it is, without a parcel number, unless she can identify it here. Let me remove the names. Unless she can identify it here based on this. It's gonna be difficult to figure out. We got
does Zumps just do it based upon the square footage, or
what?
Like you was to compare a 20-acre lot?
Well, I would want to see the parcel because I want to see what type of road frontage it has.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, because there was back here somewhere that has no road frontage, so it makes a difference.
Makes a difference.
So, without the parcel, it's going to be hard to look it up.
She did say that the seller didn't know what the parcel was. I remember her saying that.
Yeah. Well, what you'll have to do is just the tax bill has to go somewhere. So you'll want to find out from the seller where does the tax bill go. Right. And then normally those properties are linked, and then we can look it up from that way. Or, we have the names here. Do you recognize the name in here anywhere? I don't know if she can see these or whatever. So, but we have the owner's names, whether it's in a person's name or a business entity. So, so we would have to have either the parcel or the mailing address where the tax bill goes. All right. What we got?
Okay. Yaz says, salute to the flip man. And the address is a land deal, 1933, Saxon Street. Saxon Street. Yeah, Tallahassee, Florida.
All right. Come from Poe family.
570 square feet.
Okay, so let's do it this way first. Let's look in Zillow. So we got it here. So this is an infill lot. Says 15 grand. All right, so we're in this area right here. So let me draw the boundary in here. We'll just start there. Let me reset all filters. Go to deselect, lots for sale, boom. Okay, there we go. So we'll add all of these. See what we got. All right, jumps for land. So let's see what we got here. So yours is 0.11. All right, and $230. We're gonna throw this one out. Okay. And we're gonna throw these two bottom ones out. They're so low. So that gives us more consent. Oh, we're gonna throw this one out too. All right, so right around 15 grand is a value based on the size of these comparing to others. Let me make sure here. So that's 245. 23. That's 181. It's 27. Oh, that's 1 acre. Let me throw that out. All right. We got 27.31. So that's 3 times. Okay, so yeah. Trying to make sure we're pretty consistent here. So ideally you're trying to get something like this, 10,000 or less to be able to make money on it. Hopefully you can sell it around that 15 to 20 range, ideally. Let's see. Do we have any investors in this area? So we're going to go over to investor base. On that, and we're going to do land. We're going to do last 2 years, and let's see what we got. All right, so we do have some activity in here. For sure. So it wouldn't be a problem probably finding a buyer. Just looking at some of these price points also. I think I'm on target on what they may pay on it. So again, I would try to get it for 10 or less and see what I can squeeze out of it, 15 to 20 on a resale. So boom.
All right. If you still have that ID up, I think Kezia said that the owner's name is Jordan Tor. And she was asking, can I call it building department to get the parcel number?
If they have it set up that way, how do you spell his last name?
She has it as Torr. At first she put Torres, and then she corrected it and said Torr. So no. Torr right there. Yeah, that's what she spelled it. Jordan Torres. Maybe it is Torres.
Yeah.
Because at first she did put Torres, then she corrected.
How do you spell it the first time?
Jordan.
No, the last name.
Oh, Torr. That's what she said. But earlier she said Torres like that.
There's a Jamie, Joel.
I think it might be Torres.
Yeah.
She said Jordan though.
Am I spelling Torres right? Torres?
Torres.
No,
yeah, sometimes a person will go by one name, but their real name is something else.
Yeah, I don't see it here in that way either. So no.
Yeah, she's gonna probably have to get that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get that mailing address where the tax bill is going. Yeah.
All right. The next one comes from Kay Warsham. This is what Kay said. Property only for sale. Home is not included. And then she provides the address. It's 1925.
What is the house going to have to be moved?
Yeah, I was confused by this.
Yeah. You're gonna have to explain that before we even look that up. You got to explain that.
Yeah, I didn't know if she meant land or because she said
Yeah.
the home is not included. So
Yeah, we're going to get a better
all
understanding.
right. The next one comes from Denise Jens. How would you handle a seller has 2 locations he wants to sell, but they are tenant occupied? ARV is 270 each. He is selling them 250 for both, but I am having a hard time finding a buyer because she didn't provide
Okay,
a
so
deal.
so she didn't. So is he the total is 500,000? The total is 250.
That's what I'm getting is that he is selling
Hmm?
them, yeah, for both 250 for both.
Okay.
That would indicate that it's 125 per house.
Yeah. Without an address, it's hard for me to tell you anything whether it's overpriced or not. Cause that, but and then I don't know what you're doing to try to locate a buyer either. So we would need, it didn't have to be the address. Needs to be something maybe across the street or a block over or something, so we can have at least the general area. Ideally, I would like to know the square footage of those houses too to compare. So it'd be difficult to tell you on that without actually looking at them.
Yeah. Okay. So K, which was the property only for sale. I'm
Hmm.
sorry, in home not included. She's saying, what is a good price if I'm going to develop townhomes on it? House is moved. I assume the house is no longer there.
Well, number one, is it approved for townhomes? It has to be approved for that. The zoning has to be approved for that. So that's the first hurdle you got to get over it. If a single family property was there before, normally that's what they want to go back there. Now the zoning may be changed, but that's a process depending on where you are. It may not even be an option, and then if it is an option, normally that takes months, sometimes beyond a year or so to do it. So that question would have to be answered first.
Mhm. Okay, now going back to the one we was looking at for 125 and 125, she did provide the addresses for both of those properties.
Okay, all right. What's the first one?
The first one is 214. Let me spell the street name. STURTEVANT Street in Greenville. And the other one is a 204.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's see here. And how much are they being currently rented for?
Okay.
That would help. And so I'm just going to select landlords instead of flippers and landlords on this. Let's do 1 mile radius. See 1 year here.
I guess we can figure out why she's not being able to find a buyer.
Yeah.
See what they're paying.
Yeah, hopefully we can see something in here. Okay, so 70, 80. Somebody paid 140. How big is hers? It's only 800 squares. Okay. They paid 140. They paid 128, 153, 171. Okay, 100, 210, 125. All right, so let me add some of these while I'm just scrolling through them. Let me see. Let's look at this one. Hopefully there's a price on it. It's not. Not. All right, 70.
Denise is saying that they are renting for 800 and 1,000, renting month to month.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So 140. So 128. That one was totally renovated. 153. That was totally renovated. 171. Doesn't show a square footage on that one though. I'm not going to add that one. It didn't show square footage. This one does. It's like it needs work though. This one here, 186. Didn't have a price. 500, 135. Okay. It's back on the market. Okay. So what we got? So we got 6 results here. So your property is 880 square feet. We can remove this one and this one because they don't have square footage on it. All right. It looks like, let me look at this one here. Doesn't show a photo or anything. Let me see if we can see it on Google. Okay. Yeah, that looks rough. So we're not going to use that one. All right. So we're not going to use that one. I'm going to take that one out. Okay. That doesn't look that bad. And okay, so from the looks of it, I'm gonna take this one out too. From the looks of it, him trying to sell at 125 each, he's selling basically what they're worth, full price, right? And with those rents, a lot of people try to use that 1% rule. Not everybody. 800 and 1,000. So normally 800 is 1% of 80,000, and 1,000 is 1% of 100,000. Okay, so so that means for you to make money, you need to even get them cheaper than that, right? But the way it looks here, looks like if you could get them at maybe 100 each, maybe a little less. I would shoot for 80 or 90. The max would be 100. I think you would be able to find a buyer for it. It's pretty decent amount of activity in there or whatever. So I think you may be able to find a buyer for them. Hopefully they're under rented. Let's look at this here. What was it? So this is it. Let's see. So it's a 2-2. Let's do this. See what the rents are in that area. I put the wrong thing. She did that. Damn it. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm gonna capture all of these. Let's see what we got. Maybe a little on the rent, so that may be a plus, obviously. That's a mobile home there too. So zones for rent. So 2-1 they trying to rent it for $11.95. I don't mean they're gonna get it. A 3-1 13 looks like they're under rented. Just looking at this, right? Why has it got? Oh, because of this one here. Looks like they're under rented for sure. Now, obviously, it matters on the bedroom side is there, but looks like they're under rented. It is the main thing. So, also, if you can get it around that 100, I think 100 each. Now, you should be able to move them. I think the 125 is just off a little bit. Again, ideally, I'll start out at 80 on both of them, and from where you can work your way back up to 100.
Kezia, I just wanted to make sure because she's posting in here, and I appreciate the information, but we still need that parcel. She put in the 5,200 square feet because I think you were saying that you have to actually look at it to understand the value of it.
Yeah.
Even with the square footage. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to see, where it is.
Okay. All righty. All right. Chuck Rose posted, "Good afternoon, fellas. Can you comp this address, please?" It's didn't put a price, but it's 116 East Cornwallis Road. So 116 East Cornwallis Road. I think it's right in Durham, North Carolina. No. Yeah. Cornwallis. Yeah. No. Yeah, Durham. And that's all the information he provided.
I wonder what does he want us to do on this one? Because it says it's for rent.
He's asking, can we comp this address?
Okay.
I don't know if it's maybe a different address. Sometimes they'll post. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you. We would need to at least verify the square footage on it, though. The one that you're targeting. Yeah, we would need the square footage before I dive into it. If that's the one you're targeting, what's the square footage of the property?
All right. Okay. Next one is Maraquilla Penny. It says house is on a 6. This comes from on Facebook. House is on 6 acres of land. How do you determine the ARV if there aren't any properties in the area? Then this person provides an address.
Yeah, we're just gonna look at the house first initially, and then we can take in consideration the land. That may be. Well, again, we'll just take a look at the house first, and then we'll take a look at the land.
Okay, 3120 Skyview Drive.
What city?
That is in Lithia Springs, Georgia.
It don't have my. Good to me. All right, so let's see what we got. Okay, so so let's do this first. All right, so that's 61%, 71%, of ARV, 60%, 63%. Wait a minute, 61, 70, 60, 63. So we're around about, let's see, 80%. That's crossing over though, 41. Okay, and down here, 130, don't say, what did they pay for this? 130, 160, 195. And yours is 1,700 square feet. This one was 997, 13. That was 2,000 square feet. Okay, so looks like maybe ARV per. Well, let's do this because these are. That's another flipper. Another flipper. Okay, let me see if I can add these here. All right, we're going to start with this one here.
Added a par sale number. Did you need that?
On
the one we're looking at right now.
No,
yeah, because we pulled it up, right?
Yeah, I think we got it. Yeah. This one was 245, and this one was 130. Okay. And that sold at 63%. That sold at 41%. Okay. All right. Let's see here what we got. This one doesn't have square footage on it. Now these are newer builds than yours. Okay. So now let me look at the actual parcel itself and see if that's normal in that area. Did they say how much they wanted for this?
Let's see here. Did not say that.
Okay.
Houses on city. Yeah, just told us that it's 6 acres of land, and I think she's trying to determine the ARV.
Okay. So this is it right here. Let me look at it on Zillow real quick. Grab that. Okay. What is it? Oh, for rent. Let me put so. All right. So, okay. So it looks like these houses are selling in the 300s or whatever. And so this is a pretty decent parcel of land here. So let me do this now. Let me change this over to well, it's already there. Okay, so let's zoom out, reset the filter, change over to lands and lots. Okay. So that's sold for 130 grand. Okay. So that gives me a good idea. So let me do this. I'm gonna capture all of these here. These apply. All right. So let's look at the land here. Okay, so so these two right here are very similar to yours, right? I'm gonna take this one out right here. So it looks like the the average sale on something like this is about 125 to 130, right? Okay, so that's what that lot would be worth, just by itself. Okay, so you would have to add something to that, to the house itself. The house, we would say, is going to be worth probably, what year is it? It's a 1946. So we'll just say the house, just because it's so much older. How big is it? We would say it's definitely 300. So I would probably say the entire property would be 400 grand, right? Do you have a lot of buyers? You have some activity as far as flippers in here. So it looks like they're paying around 60% of that number, right? And so what we can do is, so if I put the calculator here and we put 400,000 in here, right? And I'm gonna change this percentage to, we'll say 62%. And I'm gonna remove the repair thing, just do just 1,000 here. And normally we're trying to make 10% of this number, which would be 40. So ideally you would want to be around 200 or so to be able to put it back out there around maybe 247, 250. So that would be your range.
All righty. Moving on to the next one. Chuck Rose, that we had previously talked about, that was rented. He said that, my bad, I didn't know it was rented. And he's providing a new address. He said this one is vacant and he's making an offer on it. And I'll give you the address.
Okay.
All right. It is 1009 South Plum, Plum Street. And Mariquella says thank you. But
what is the address?
It is, Chuck Rose is 1009 South Plum, Plum Street in Durham, North Carolina.
1956. Okay, so let's do this. Best phase, Durham. Let's do 1 mile, single family. Let's see what we got. All right, got some decent activity in here. All right, so 42% right there, 79%, 55, 52, 32, 64. It's all over the place. 31, 71, 57. Okay, so yeah, these all over the place. All right, so interesting. All right, so let's pull some of the landlords in here. Let's see up this one up here. 66. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's start with the landlords. Let's do this one. Do. All right, flipper. Another landlord. Doesn't show the price though. Another landlord. Got the price there. Can't use that one. Another landlord. That's like when I'm adding these guys, what I'm doing, I'm trying to add ones that are close in price. So most of these are in the lower 200s. And then I can I can pull it up in Zomps and make a good evaluation from that point. Okay, I think we may have enough here. Let's see. All right, so our property was the Plum Street. All right, ours a 1956 bill. Got an 1892 here. These things are all over the place. All right, but it appears what landlords are paying is an average of about 223, right? A lot of these they're similar in square footage. So, 220, we'll say. Okay. All right. So we'll remember that. And I'm going to get them to work on, setting it up, because that'll make it a lot easier if you can go back and
What?
Because the way we're looking at it, I know they have it set up somewhat like this, but it makes it easier when you can get a good snapshot of the square footage of the property and all that goes into comparing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Zomp sort of spelled that out for you already. But what we're going to do now is, so we're saying around 220 is what landlords are paying, right? Okay, so I'm going to remove these, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add the flippers, right? Because they've already been sold. So like this one, because it's right by it. So I'll add that one. So it's already been sold. We'll add this one. It's already been sold. It's interesting what's happening here though. We'll add this one. It's not going to be far off from what the landlords are doing, looks like, which is interesting. And maybe I'm let me see, did I add that one already? No. Here's another one. We'll do this one. Oh, that's 375. So there's a little more down there for some reason. I think that may be enough. Let's see. All right, so it's a little more. And then it gives me an ARV of 391 on this. But these properties, what am I missing? Something I'm missing here. So that's really small, 291. So this is an outlier right here for sure. Because they're really not, they're retailing for they're retailing all of these malls. So this one, okay, so it's a lot lower. So this is probably more the square foot, what they could sell for the square, because these are so much smaller than ours, right? It's probably going to be closer to this one here, right? So the flippers are paying like it's all over the place. So that's what's crazy about it. If you look at the investment, at the percentage of ARV that they're paying, so look at that one, 42%. We got 79%. I'm assuming that's an outlier. You got 52%. That's more like it. Then you got 55%. Then you got 32%. So looks like let's look at this one. 57. So it looks like maybe around 50 to 55% is what they're doing. And so if we go in here and do it that way, right, and we put in, so we're going to leave this 240 number, and we're going to change this to 55%, and we're going to just put this as 1,000 again. And then on something like this, 10% of that would be 24,000. I'll just put the exact thing in there. Hit apply. Then in order for you to make 24 grand on it, you're going to have to be 110 or less and put it back out there around 130. which is basically what they're paying, right? So that's the flipper side of it. It looks like what do you call them? Landlords are willing to pay quite a bit more, it appears. So, but I'm always I'm going to go with the closer to the flipper side of it versus, well, in this situation versus the landlord side of it. Now, again, this house is an older house too, so compared to some of those other ones, what year was this right here? I think it was 1956 also. So on the flipper side of it, that they're looking for you to make money, you're going to have to be 110 or less if you're trying to accomplish that that $24,000 payday. If it's 5,000, then you get it on 110, you flip it for 115 or so. If you're trying to accomplish it, that payday would work for you. But I'm just going through, just trying to keep it clean, where it's not that confusing, because obviously if somebody comes to you, even though you're trying to get 24,000, you can make 12,000. Who would turn that down, especially if they can close quickly? So that's where you are on this one here. But those numbers were sort of just all over the place, but a lot of activity in there, which is always a good thing. So, yep.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay. Going back to the property we was looking at, where the case said only the property only for sale, and remember we was talking about if it was zoned for townhomes.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember that. Okay. So she's saying that it was approved. Zoning was approved earlier this year. She didn't say what type of zoning, but she says, okay, I need to know if 175 is a good price for purchasing the land.
Well, in order to be able to determine that, then now we have to get into how many townhomes were approved to be built, right? Then now you got to get into what is the cost to build them. Also, are you going to be or those are going to be sold, or those are going to be just built and rented or whatever? I guess normal townhouses, you're going to sell them, I'm assuming. So now we need to know, what will they sell for? Before we can determine if that 175 is a good number, we have to know those factors. What will they be sold for? How many of them? And then what is it going to cost to construct them?
Okay. The Kezia has been I appreciate the motivation. She's been trying to put in a parcel number. You got an idea, maybe, because it's probably blocking her, because she says she tried to post it on Instagram, which I didn't see it on Instagram. How somebody, because it probably looks like a phone number, because
Probably looks like a phone number.
Yeah.
If she let me let's do this. Let me stop sharing.
Okay.
Let me see.
She's been trying to get that parcel in.
All right. Okay. All right. If you text the word Gator, GATOR, to 205-964-5243, we can bring you up. Even if you don't want to be on video, I can, we can just set it up where your audio is playing or whatever. So,
okay,
we can do it that way. We can do it.
All right.
Yeah. So again, guys, which I'm gonna get them to do that, because instead of having to going back and forth to Zomps, they need I think it'd be easier if you can select the properties that you want to use to evaluate, right? And then it'll hopefully average out the percentage that they're paying of ARV, right? but you still be able to, similar to what we're looking at on Zomps, where you can still view the square footage and the year built and all that stuff, because that'll factor in. And then, but you be able to go back and forth with viewing it from a landlord standpoint of purchasing at whatever price point to a flipper, right? To compare the two.
All right. If you remember the other day, the intuition lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Yaz is posted. I guess the same person has a new address, and the lady wants $285K.
Okay.
I'll give you the address.
All right. All right.
3295. You're gonna put it up on the screen.
Oh, I'm not on the screen now. My bad.
And Sheffield Circle. Yeah. Sheffield Circle in Decatur, Georgia.
Straight from the...
So she's asking $285K.
All right. Looks full price already. Okay. All right. So should be a ton of activity over there in Decatur, Georgia. Let's see what we got. Oof. Okay. Good. All right. So let's see what we got here. So 62%, 282, 71%, 52%, 49%, 36%. Got a good deal on that one. 70%, 76, 50%. Okay. 73, 73, 73. Okay. 70. Like 70 may be a safe number. Yeah. Yeah, 79. Okay, high school says 17 scale. Okay. All right. So let's look at some of the landlord stuff. So they pay 215, 65. Don't say. All right. So let's do this. So we'll start to add some of these flippers in here. So we'll start with these up here. Since I'm pretty good at, I'm pretty confident at the so we'll go with this one. Wait a minute. I don't know if we want to use that one. 65. Oh, it's a lot smaller. Okay. Ooh. 340. Okay, that's more like it. All right, so they trying to rent that one. Can't use that one. 167, 320. Okay, so we can use this one. Boom. All right, cool. All right, we can use this one, I guess. Wow, they sold that for a lot. They must have increased the square footage. They did. Okay, cool. This one here. All right, we'll use it anyway. Closed. Let's see what we got down here. Oh, that's a big house. All right, we got this up here. It's another 400. Okay. All right, so let's do this then. Okay, so looks like these numbers are pretty good. I could probably these are a little smaller than that one, but I think you can get that. You can get that out of that. Okay, so looks like 70% is a good number in here, so we're good there, right? And it looks like though, so 90, 175, 240, 196, 180, 115. That's a small house though. 280, 219. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. All right. So looks like that 70% is good. Something like this, it's 400 something thousand. So 418,000. So 10% would be 41,000. We'll just do that. 41,800. All right. Hit apply. So it looks like they're buying in this range right here. And I'm going to leave the repairs in there on this one because of this square footage around 45. So it looks like you need to be closer to 200 on something like this. What they want, 280?
285.
Yeah, 285, because even if I removed, well, she would be right there if because I don't know the condition of it. Let's see here. What was the address? Let's see here. Wait a minute. Is this a townhouse? Wait a minute. I didn't evaluate this all wrong then. Let me see. Yeah, this is the. No, I said single family.
Looks like a townhouse though.
Yeah, it looks like one. If she could verify that. Looks like a townhouse. That would make it different, totally different. Because really, you just, it needs to be right there and there where it's happening. Yeah, we would verify it, but assuming that is the house, we'll just go with it. She may just gave me an address. Ideally, I would love to have known the square footage if she did that then. So yeah, these buyers, they're paying, they're willing to pay this right here. So in order for you to make money, for sure, you're gonna have to be, you don't have to be at 200 grand by no means. You could be at 220 and probably still be able to make this one happen easily. Because even if I change this to 20,000, you're at almost 230, 228. So, to make 20 grand. So, but 28 to answer your question, 280 is too much. Well, let's start there. Yeah, you need to be closer to two. I'm gonna say 200, but up to maybe 230
at the most.
Yeah.
All righty.
Yeah.
Looks like Kezia is. I hope I'm pronouncing her name straight, right?
All right. She on here. She
yeah.
Up. Okay. Bring up. Oh, I got it. I got it.
Oh, okay. I did.
Yeah. All right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Flip Man. It's Keziah Torian.
Keziah,
Yeah.
my fault.
No, it's fine.
Keziah.
I don't know what it is. The reason why it don't want you to put the pride. I did it without the dashes. I did it with the dash. So I don't know. I don't know how else to post a number.
All right. Well, what county is this?
Kern County, Maricopa, California.
Oh, it's in California. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. How you spell the county?
Kern Kern.
Oh, Kern. Okay, I got you. All right. And what's that number?
It's 042 243 14.
That says Veronica Sanchez.
It's an infill lot, 5,200 square feet.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So Veronica Sanchez sounds right.
Um, that may be it, but on Facebook it's a different name.
Hmm. Okay. So
It's
they may be trying to wholesale it themselves, right? Which is
no,
which
it says for sale by owner.
oh
I don't know.
that's the only option you can have, right? Or whatever. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
yes.
just I'll still review it for you, but I'm just getting your heads up on that.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
all right, so let's pull an actual address next door. All right, so let's get rid of all of these.
So did it come up by that number?
Yeah, it did. It did. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
just not sure about the name because, like I said, it's different on Facebook.
Hmm.
And yeah, they're asking 35K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, let's see here. See what we got. I got Bakersfield. Okay, so oh, I still got houses selected. Okay. Move that. Okay, she want how much?
She's asking 35.
Okay, so that's I only show two here. Let me go back like maybe let's do 2 years. Looks like they're asking basically what they're selling for in here. Let me pull it up again. So it's 11. Yeah. Okay. So this one here sold for 4,500. Don't show a price. Don't show a price. Sold for 55,000, but it's almost 3 times as large. It's definitely double the size. That one sold for 18,000. So they're asking full price on it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so in order for you to make money, you would have to obviously be less than that amount. Um, Ideally, to ensure you will probably be able to move it, I would say 15 or less. well, I would probably offer 10 or less in reality, probably 10,000.
Right.
So, and then try to sell it at 15 to 20 or whatever. So, the other thing is that now it's already being advertised, and the person's name that you're seeing there is not showing the person's name that's the owner. So it's possibly another wholesaler or whatever, but that's fine or whatever. It's just you just want to know who you're dealing with, so you'll know how to proceed going forward.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
No problem at all.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty.
All right. How long we've been going? 115. Okay, so we got more.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What we got?
Okay. Dave Darden is on Facebook, and okay, Ty, I have 2 mobile homes on land. Will you comp that, or do they need to be houses? And what happened, Ty, is I asked her to provide the addresses, but I forgot about with the mobile homes. You have to provide more information, right?
Yeah, with mobile homes, I wouldn't be able to comp those per se, the mobile homes themselves. Ideally, what you want to do on those, you'll need to know the manufacturer, the size, meaning the square footage, the number of bedrooms and baths, what year they were built, do they have to be moved? All right. And so what I would do at that point, I would reach out to mobile home dealers in that general area and see what they would be willing to pay for similar type mobile homes. They'll want to have an idea of the condition or whatever. And from there, that'll give you a price point on where you could negotiate down. Because if they have to be moved, that's a significant cost to move mobile homes, especially depending on how far they have to go when they're moved. So that has to be taken in consideration. Now, if the land comes with it, then the land may be more valuable than the mobile homes themselves, depending on how much of it is and where it's located. So,
Okay. All right. The next one comes from Michelle Sloan, and she actually is providing 2 properties. It says, please help me comp the following properties. And then she's actually providing, they've been on the market for 110 days, and she's giving what she's planning to offer for each one.
okay.
Okay. So which one do you want? The offers, the
Yeah,
address?
just give me one of them.
Okay. 3035 Geese, and it's spelled Guese Road, and this is in Houston, Texas.
All right. Now, this is Texas, so it's non-disclosure, so I have to sort of go about it a little different. Been on the market quite a bit of time. But let's see what investor base pulls up on it. Sometimes it pulls some stuff, sometimes it doesn't in Texas. It will at least pull up, the activity in that area, if nothing else. Right. So, and, possible buyers' contacts information. So now just understand, Michelle, unless you have buyers ready to go that will buy stuff that's already advertised, don't target these, because you're not doing anything special here. Unless, again, you have buyers, what I call lazy buyers, because you're not finding anything that they couldn't pull up themselves and probably haven't already been bombarded with. That relationship needs to be already built before you reach out, before you even target these, right? So just keep that in mind. All right, so yeah, I don't have any prices on these, so let's go to Zillow. And just from this, I already know it's overpriced. Number one, it's still for sale after 3 months, 3+ months, 3.5 months, right? You're only getting almost 6 views per day, under 5% save rate. And that's probably most of real estate agents. So we can go ahead and add it, and then we'll zoom out and let's see.
Because that was the questions that she asked. She was, what is considered a long time for a house to be listed before offering a steep discount on the listed property?
3 months, and 3 months can be a long time in certain areas if there's a lot of activity. So I'm gonna reset my filters. All right, and we do houses only. So did we already add it? Let's see. Let's go here. All right, so yours is a 1955 build, and all of these are right in line. We try to stay within 10 years. Some of them are a lot bigger than yours, but it looks like it's priced right in line with the rest of the stuff here. We got some that's priced quite a bit more up here, but they're bigger too. That's why. And it's taking it. So I'm going to eliminate those.
She's saying she wants to offer 242 on this house. 35.
Move that. See, they're offering just like right where it should be, right? Well, no, I'm sorry. It's a little more than what it should be, but like looks like it may be closer to this right here. Should be a better idea because this property is getting a lot of activity, right? Well, got more activity comparably. So
than the other one.
Yeah. So so really your number should probably be based off of this more so for you to wholesale it. So what is the condition of it? Good. Let me see. Yeah, it's been renovated too. So, well, let me just say not renovated, but it's in good condition or whatever. So, cause that's old, type stuff.
Yeah, that's old, definitely.
Yeah, but it's in good condition though. So yeah, they're asking for a price on it for sure. A little more in my opinion. So to make, if we do 10% of that, that'll be 27,000 some change. You need to be like a lot lower, right? Oh, let me remove the repairs. No repairs. Okay. So,
yeah, she's saying needs updates in the kitchen, bathroom, and patio.
Yeah. Now, if you go that far with it, and if you're going to do the updates on it, then what is this over here? So now your number needs to be 145 or less, right? So that 240 that you're talking about, no, that doesn't work if you're going to do the updates and stuff on it. So that's where you need to be. So it's just so far off from where we need to be as far as a wholesale deal. That's why I'm saying, it's like just so far off. That's the purpose of this calculator, right? I guess I don't emphasize it enough. Now you can access the calculator here or on my other site, dealulator.com. If you would have put this in the calculator, even if you would have put the 300,000 in here, right, and you'd have put that square footage, what is it, 909 in here. 300,000. Yeah, you would have seen that, you're just so far off, even if we just leave it at 10,000. It's so far off from what they're asking. You can make the offer. Offers are free. That's what's on my shirt. But you just be realistic with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just we all want to save time. Don't want to waste people's time either. You're asking them to take $125,000 haircut discount. So, yeah. If the other one is like this online,
that's what I was thinking.
Well,
same situation
from now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
I skipped over a question, but I think I already know your answer. But the question is, can one find a cash buyer for a property listed by an agent?
Yeah. I was just saying to Michelle, is, they out there, they exist. They mean like a property that's listed, can I find a buyer for it? Oh, most definitely. Some people run their entire operation like that, but they already have relationships built with buyers that are okay with them negotiating something down. Great. Like if you negotiate this deal down, like with one Michelle, she gets it down, from 300,000 down to, closer to 175, she could probably find a buyer for it. But again, the agent is that's who's gonna trip. It ain't, the seller may not even really ever hear about it. The agent is one that's gonna trip in most cases. Now they're supposed to let the seller know about all of them. They may do go to the seller and like, well, I'm obligated to let you know about this. We didn't even write it up. This person is not serious. They offer 175 for your property, and they're asking 300. Or if the agent went to them and say, I know we want to get a lot more, but the only thing we can do this 175 is all. Okay, then they might listen to them, but that ain't how it's gonna work, because the agent ain't gonna automatically see that unless it's a state you can't do dual agents, that the agent can't represent the seller and the buyer. The agent's still gonna make more money, even with this $125,000 discount. Most of them won't see that, right? But because 6% of 300,000 is 18 grand, right? And 6% of, we'll just say 177 is 10 grand, but it would still be more than when they have to split it, because normally they have to split that 18,000, and that'll be 9 grand.
With the broker.
Yeah, not with the broker, with another agent that brings a buyer to the table or whatever. But if you contact them directly, they will make $1,600 more, even though the property was discounted $125,000 more. So, yep.
All right. I was gonna do this a little bit different. Edward, I'm not forgetting about you. I got your property, but I just wanted to get these couple of questions because you can answer those quickly. And then Day Darton is wanting to know if she can come on live to get what you said about mobile homes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you these first questions. Hey, Flip Man, are you buying in 36108? That comes from Instagram.
What zip? That sounds like an Alabama zip code.
361.
Where is that? Yeah, that's Montgomery. Yeah, we do some down there.
All right. And then Kevin Solomon asks, what software are you using?
Okay, so we're using a couple of things here, but the one where we're seeing the investor percentage or whatever is investor base, which it has a cost obviously, but you can get a discount on it if you text the word BOSS to 205-964-5243. Should be scrolling at the bottom of the screen here, but that's the tool that we're using. Yes, it's fairly new. They doing some unique things here. Not only can you see who's buying, where they're buying, and what they're paying, and also with flippers what they paid, and then what they resold it for, which gives you the investor percentage or percentage of ARV they're willing to pay, along with their contact information. It's some powerful stuff or whatever. So text the word BOSS 205-964-5243 to get the $100 discount off the first month.
Okay, I'm going to give you the last Edwin Thames, but she was saying she didn't really want to get on live. I think she was asking about viewing the live after it's over, but it's always going to be.
Yeah, it just goes right into replay mode on all the platforms, but definitely on YouTube. It's available right there on my channel. So,
all right. So Edward posted, "What's up, fellas? High flip. Can you comp this property? It's 2590 Valley Brook Drive, and that's in Florissant, Missouri. Says it's a St. Louis suburb. Talk to seller. Said make him an offer. I'm thinking like 55 or 60. And that's 25. Okay, you put it
He said the seller wants to do what now?
He was just saying it's a St. Louis suburb. He said he talked to the seller, and he's thinking about making an offer of $55K or $60K.
Okay. It's thinking.
You didn't recognize the zip code in Montgomery?
What do you mean, like the area of Montgomery?
The zip code.
No. I knew it was an Alabama zip, but I didn't know it was Montgomery.
Okay. It's some zip codes in my area that I don't recognize sometimes. Like, what is that?
Well, I'm an hour and a half from Montgomery now. That's really not my stomping grounds for real. If he gave me a Birmingham zip code, I would have recognized it immediately.
Of course, yeah.
That's outside of my preview.
How far is Montgomery from you? I don't know.
Hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got a ton of activity in here and some prices too. Good. Okay, cool. All right. So let's start with it's a heavy landlord area, but we got some flips in here. That's interesting. Okay, interesting.
104%.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. We're gonna start here. So let's add these here. So
that's strange.
Yeah, we won't even look at them. See, it's showing them over here, but it's not going to show them on Zillow on what they paid. So they pulling them up here. They're not going to show them there. So we got 170. I'm sorry, 70. We got, we don't have a price on that one. Got 111. How big is ours? It's only 960 square feet. Got 165. We got, all right, so we got some prices in here. We got 73 right there, because it's non-disclosure, I think. So we got 125. And how much you say he was thinking about offering?
55 to 60. Okay.
Okay. Now it looks like that definitely would be a good number, but looks like you would have some room to work with on that. On the ones that I can pull prices on, look like they're paying a little more than that, right? Yeah, so yeah, that would be a good range for sure. From what I'm telling here, it looks like based on what I'm looking at here, you could probably go up to let me see, because landlords are paying over 100 on a lot of these. So if you get anything probably below 100, you'll be in the game. But I would start out at that amount that you started. I would work up to 80. Let me just be clear on it. So I would go up to 80 on it.
All right. Last question that just came in. Good morning, y'all. I'm over here in Southern California. Should I adjust the investor percentage to 80% instead of 70%. Also increase the livable and non-livable costs from the standard 25 to 40 per square foot.
Yeah, if you're in Southern California, in most cases. But again, that's part of what this tool here would do. We don't have to guess at it, right? It'll tell us what you need to pay. If you had an address ready to go, I could tell you. But assuming that you don't, yeah, you would probably use 80, a minimum of 80 as far as the investor percentage. And as far as the repairs, probably go up to $30 on livable and up to 50 on not livable.
All right.
All right, guys. So we've been rolling really hard here. So hour and 35 in. So yeah. So again, make sure if you want the list builder and the script for self-storage, text lingo, LINGO to 205-964-5243. And everything else you saw I'll put up there with the, using the cashbuyers.ai/investor base. Just text boss 205-964-5243. This will go into replay mode. You can share this still or go back and watch it or go back and watch it yourself. For sure. Make sure you like it and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all the other platforms also. We would greatly appreciate it. So you can watch the video from last night on the self-storage, partnering with us on self-storage and how to build a list. And then again, we give the script away by texting lingo, LINGO to 205-964-5243. The script for hotels, motels, even houses, multifamily, you can get that by joining the Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man, and going under files to find them, or you can just text the word group and do the same thing. So appreciate Tori and sharing his time with us to make this go really smooth. And I guess we'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend to all of you all that are out there. So see you on the FLIPSIDE.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Hit that bag.